Alright, we are taking a look at a new knife today. It's actually been around for a couple of years. And this video is brought to us by 3-in-1 Lock Dry Lube. It's excellent on padlocks and knives. And also by Jif Extra Crunchy Peanut Butter. 7 grams of protein in every serving. So let's take a look at this Kershaw. And here's the box it came in, and the label on this one says Barricade 8650. And this is supposed to be a rescue knife. But there it is, it's orange. It is an assisted blade. It's got a spring in there, and it also has thumb studs. You can see them right there, and there's the flipper. Now I had to adjust the pivot quite a bit to get this thing to flip out like that, but it is just doesn't work for me with the thumb studs. And speaking of thumb studs, the only Kershaw I have with thumb studs and no flipper is the Kershaw Blur, and this is the only Kershaw I have with thumb stud that works. And that thumb stud is cut at about a, let's see, it could be a 45-degree angle, maybe a little bit steeper. That's the only Kershaw that I have that works with the thumb stud. And the best thing about this, it's made in the USA. That's the Kershaw Blur. I would recommend this knife to anybody. This is probably the best Kershaw that they make. But here is the Barricade. It has HCR 13 steel. The overall length is 8.5 inches. Let's take a look at that. Just about 8.5 inches. And the blade on it is 3.5. So this is good size. It's a good handful. It's a handful of knife. Feels good. It weighs only 4.5 ounces. And the markings on it, right there it says Kershaw SpeedSafe. And that's where it's made. It's a patent, and it shows the blade steel. It's got a liner lock. And it's got no traction notches up here on the thumb ramp, but it does have some traction notches back here, which are pretty nice. Also back here, more traction notches. And if you can see these two little things in there, those are 2 razor blades, which kind of makes it the rescue knife. I don't know if they're replaceable, but there are 2 screws holding it in right there and there. And it does have a skull breaker, a glass breaker on the back. And the handles are made of glass-filled nylon or just plastic. Plastic handles. It's got some contours. Makes it easy to hold, but I do not like the pocket clip. It's a one-way, non-reversible. It's kind of in the way there when you grip it. It's a deep carry pocket clip, so it's kind of a good pocket clip, but it's bad because you cannot change the position. I'm going to take that off. I think I'm also going to take the thumb studs off because I can't use them. But it comes out nice. Let's do a cut test on that blade. And we will use an old ding dong, some ding dong cardboard. So this thing is extra sharp, right from the factory. I always run these through this ceramic sharpener just a little bit, just to feel how nice it is. This is really nice. Now let's test out that Rescue series of blades right back here. We're just going to use some paracord. So it cuts okay. I don't know how good it would be on a seat belt or some bigger ropes. So that is the Kershaw Barricade, and let's do one last thing. Let's do a drop test. That is a soft pine 2x4. I'm going to drop it and test the point sharpness. That's stuck nicely. Nice drop test. So that is the Kershaw Barricade. And I am going to give the blur of the cowbell today because it is made in the USA. Knuckle bump.